tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and need it again. I'm putting intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel sad about it. Sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Keep playing. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the flat, watch the flat.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's for this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Off play action. Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Blue down. No. Off. You're out.
Alert 3.
Bang. Check 37.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw. Love. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. Whittington, and he'll fight forward, maybe. Tackle there by Juan Alexander. Looking to throw on second down. Love. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Love. They're able to locate Wilson. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Off play action, Lawrence. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to nothing lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Whittington. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On 2nd down, Whittington. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Love. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Back to the air on second down. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off.
70, Indy.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Everyone, we got 4 down.
Hey!
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 26.
5.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This yours. Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 10 Tucson. Get the ball right here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Love. Wilson's got it complete. And now off to the races down the right side. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
15, 59. X3, 218, jump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hey, Charlie.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, tight end.
Now.
Off play action. Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Hey, orbit.
Touchdown, defense.
And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to the mic.
To throw on third down. Lawrence. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Off the play fake. Lawrence. It's caught. Becker. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that.
And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Back to throw. Lawrence being chased out left. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Following the fumble recovery, Love.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. First career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Got a man. It's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, box drop.
Off play action. Lawrence. He finds his target. Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw on second down. Love. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2, here's 2nd and 8.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, Love going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Shifts by him. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
one thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
26 months. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
2nd and 11. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 2. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. Nice job, but when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, set. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Come off the ball. Hey, watch it, watch it. Shoot, watch the shoot. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Smooth.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Looking to throw. Love. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 13. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Lawrence. And some strong running. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 68 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will get him 1 closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down, 4 down. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 50, plant. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even. Kill.
Keep gripping.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. but now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
I got you.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
No change, okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game, okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same, okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Say packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal, when I put my foot on, I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30 in the pocket, no change, okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game, okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same, okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They took it to 10.
Hey.